with all this twack in the air or in my eyes, but I think it was in the air as well and all around me. Here's another interpretation of what appears to be a face. Um, it made it almost basically virtually impossible to try to get a snapshot of a drone above the roof. Not that they would actually keep it above the roof if I went outside and tried to look above it, but I guess that they did with this capabilities, because if you try to use a flash, it reflects back off of this twack, kind of like if you're in the car and you turn your brights on in a heavy fog. It's the same problem. It reflects back at you almost immediately. If you try to zoom in on something, even with an optical zoom, it just looks like crap, because you're basically zooming in on this twack just gets enlarged and in the way of what you're trying to zoom in on. And so it provides camouflage for the drones. Even in the daytime, it projects this twack in a way that's like almost like this invisible silvery light, um, that kind of blinds the eye a bit or reflects light off of it. So it's still impossible to get it even in the daytime. Here's a few more interpretations I'm going to do. Again, even if you don't interpret these anomalies this way, again, I believe this is done to trick the brain's pattern recognition and facial recognition. But even if you don't agree that these shapes are really there, that it's just me like looking at clouds and seeing shapes in them and stuff, or like a Rorschach image, and now they're blasting an image of Rorschach from that movie into my eyes. Again, keep in mind, I saw this with my eyes unaided without the use of a camera. Here's one. And as I draw that one, that kind of looks like a frog. And this one kind of looks like here's a little face. And it looks like the nostrils of a dragon, if you take into account the eyes above it. With the frog one, they're mentioning clay, and they're blasting a picture of a clay deal into my eyes. And they're also broadcasting a picture that I took from my 286 IBM computer. Had some programs on it, and a couple of them were graphic ones, and one of them was like a pinup girl, kind of like you see on trucker mud flaps. And one was of a frog that said like, "I'm so happy I could just shit," from back in 1985 or something like that.